Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. Also, check me out on Uneducated Network. Both shows, both channels on YouTube as we speak. Please like and subscribe to both channels, Uneducated Sports Talk and Uneducated Network. Now, we are going division by division. We've already done our AFC East. We've done the NFC East. We've done the AFC, we've actually done the NFC North as well. And now we're on the AFC South. Yes, the representatives of the Jacksonville Jaguars who lost in a close fashion to the New England Patriots in the AFC Conference Championship game. They were literally one drive away from going to the Super Bowl. It didn't happen, but it is a new year, it's a new dawn, and this division is a whole lot better than what you think it is. Let's start off with the defending AFC South champions, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Blake Bortles is back, 3 years, $54 million deal. He signed to remain with the Jaguars. I like that because they know their identity. They know that we don't want to pay heavy for a QB or someone who's going to have to learn the system all over again. Because one, we are a run-oriented team, run-oriented. Leonard Fournette is going to pound that rock. TJ Yellen's going to have a couple carries as well. And they know that it's all about defense, because that defense was basically one drive away from going to Super Bowl. And then they had the running game. Leonard Fournette has been an absolute steal for fantasy owners and for just, the Jaguars themselves. So that is a great thing for them. Only problem is they have a few things on offense they need to take care of. Their wide receivers from last year are gone. Allen Hurns, he's going to the Dallas Cowboys as a slot receiver. And Allen Robinson, who was hurt last year, he is now going to Chicago to be the number one receiver for the Chicago Bears. So how they pan out, they have Keenan Cole, who made a splash towards the end of the year last year, who did an excellent job. And then they also have Marquise Lee, slot receiver, not really a number one kind of guy, but in this offense, he just has to make a play here or there, and we'll find out. First pick they had was Taven Bryant, defensive tackle from Florida. Like they don't have enough of those guys as it is, but I like that. Keep your identity. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are, and they know that they want to keep people fresh to put pressure on the quarterback. Because one thing they realize, we got to beat Tom Brady. And I like that mentality. They're not focused on the AFC South like you think they really should. They're focused on the bigger fish in the AFC, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, of course, the New England Patriots are the top. And they want to stop a Tom Brady. So you keep fresh bodies in. So they're thinking about that. And Taven Bryant is one of the better defensive tackles in the game. He has a motor on him, which I really, really like. Also, second round, they went offense. DJ Chark, wide receiver from LSU. And you know about those LSU receivers. We're talking about Landry, and we're talking about Odell Beckham Jr. So Jarvis Landry and those guys, LSU already produces really, really good wide receivers that come out from that SEC conference. SEC has one of the best receivers in the game when you talk about college conference. But Jacksonville is a really good team. Top to bottom, is not a lot of weaknesses. Maybe quarterback might be their weakness, but I saw Blake Bortles against the Patriots team who when he had the opportunity to throw the ball, he made the best of it. And Jalen Ramsey went on the show. Jalen Ramsey was dogging out quarterbacks here and there. He was mad at his own front office or his head coaching staff and saying that they should have threw the ball a lot more in the third and fourth quarter of the AFC Championship game. That way, they wouldn't have to see Tom Brady do so much damage in that fourth quarter to bring the Patriots back to win the Super Bowl. So, look, Jaguars are going to be a tough team. I think this year they do good, but they come at reality just a little bit. I give them 11-5, and the reason why I think their offense is going to struggle a few games, if you stop the run, you put 8 and 9 in the box, and you force Blake Bortles to beat you with his throwing arm, I think 11-5 sounds pretty good. I think Jacksonville Jaguars takes this division, but got a close race with the Houston Texans. Yes, I said the Houston Texans. They have been pretty much doormat for the last 3 or 4 years, but now with DeShaun Watson coming back from his ACL injury, we saw what he did last year. The Texans went 4-12, abysmal year. But guess what? No Deshaun Watson after his injury. They're already done with Deshaun Watson because you lost J.J. Watts, Whitney Merciless as well in the beginning of the year, and you had tight end concussion problems. And the whole team was a mess. But when Deshaun was in there, at least they were must-see TV. DeShaun Watson in losses against the Chiefs, Seahawks, and the Patriots put up major points, talking 34, 38, and some other points he put up too. But he just had an excellent overall season, and if he did not get hurt, he was going to be the overall offensive rookie of the year. But with him being hurt, they go to 4-12. Things have to change. Well, they did some things pretty good by bringing back J.J. Watts, who's probably arguably the best defensive player in the game. They bring back Whitney Merciless, who's one of the better linebackers, and they bring in Tyrann Mathieu from Arizona to be their safety, strong safety. And by the way, they go into the draft in the third round and get Justin Reed, free safety from Stanford. So I think that mixture of talent on that defense for the Texans, if everything clicks together, and J.J. Watts has said he's come back and he said he's 100%, like we didn't hear that last year, but he said he is 100% and he's ready to rock and roll, and the football guy in me wants to believe that, and so I'm going to believe that for now. But when you have DeAndre Hopkins and you have a Will Fuller and you mix that in with Lamar Miller, and oh, by the way, your quarterback is Deshaun Watson, and we all know when Deshaun Watson has an ACL injury, what does he do? He brings you the two back-to-back national championships. That's what he does. And then now I saw the second preseason game against the 49ers. Deshaun Watson looks like he is his old self. He is bouncing around. He has that that swag with them that most teams don't have in their quarterback. Deshaun Watson, if healthy, can be the MVP of this season. So we're going to see what goes on with these guys. They have a bright future ahead of them. I have them going 10-6. They could easily beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. You could easily flip it, in my opinion. But as of right now, I think the Jaguars are just a game better, and they will take the AFC South division from the Texans, who go 10-6 and make the wild card. So I'm very, very interested in seeing what the Houston Texans can do, because they're the major unknown. If they have the biggest ceiling to do great things. And I'm really rooting for these guys to do good things, but I know if everyone stays healthy for the most part, they will be a team to reckon with. The Tennessee Titans. Let's talk about them. This is the team that made it to the wild card last year. Jaguars won the division. Tennessee made it to the wild card. Beat Kansas City in the wild card game and got beat down by the New England Patriots. The Achilles heel for this team has been their offense and Marcus Mariota. We want to know how is he going to perform, because this has got to be his make or break year. And he goes, as far as he goes, Tennessee will go. Let's talk about them for a minute. So they lose DeMarco Murray to retirement. He is done. Well, he got released and then he just retired. So they basically say, you know what, Derrick Henry, you are our main time starter. We're bringing pieces like Dion Lewis from New England. So Dion Lewis is there. Oh, by the way, our defense stays pat. We bring in Malcolm Butler, who is, in my opinion, a top 10 to 15 cornerback. What happened in the Super Bowl, I still have no idea. I think Bill Belichick just wants to lose. I don't know. But on offense, it's going to really, really matter for these guys. You bring back a healthy Corey Davis, who was a top 5 guy in the draft last year. Matter of fact, with number 5 to Tennessee, if he comes out to his full potential, the offense is going to click a whole lot better. Of course, you had Delaney Walker, who's always there, always Mr. Reliable, Mr. Dependent, old man dependent. And then, they have good things going for them, but their offense, who's going to, if they put an 8 and 9 in the box, is Marcus Mariota ready to be that guy to lead them up and down the field in this NFL? Look, we all know the draft. They focus on defense. If you're a defensive team, you're going to love the AFC South. Jaguars, probably the best defense in the whole entire league. The Texans, if healthy, can have a really good defense just by adding J.J. Watts and Whitney Merciless back in there. And the Titans, who had, they're pretty much a top 10 defense last year as well. Oh, by the way, defense rules in the draft for them as well. Round 1, they get Rashaan Evans, linebacker from Alabama, who in the 22nd pick is probably a reach, but hey, he fits their need. And then they get Harold Landry, defensive end in the 2nd round from Boston College, and he's probably one of the most premier pass rushers that they have in the draft. And if developed right, that could be a scary tandem for the Tennessee Titans for the next 6-7 years. So I'm interested in seeing what they do, but I have a feeling that their offense is not going to step up. I believe Marcus Mariota is just not the guy for Tennessee for them to run it, their offense. Now, they're lucky that they play in the AFC, which has some kind of, not a lot of good teams in the AFC, but do play the Colts twice, so you can always probably count on 2 wins from that. I got Tennessee going 8-8, not made a playoff. They went 9-7 last year, and That's even with a decent run game and a good defense, and they went 9-7. Like I'm going 8-8 this year. I think Marcus Mariota just isn't getting it done for the Tennessee Titans. I hope he does, but just in reality, I think he's not going to get it done this year. They go 8-8, miss the playoffs again. And the last but not least, well, probably the least, is the Indianapolis Colts. Hey, Andrew Luck is back. Yeah. We don't know what luck we're getting. We're going to find out tonight. They play Monday Night Football, preseason number 2 against the Baltimore Ravens. So we'll find out how that goes. We'll see Andrew Luck and those guys perform. But they do lose Frank Gore in the running game. But Frank Gore's like, I'm just tired of losing. I want to go to somewhere to the fresh start. He goes to Miami. Yeah, I think he's still not tired of losing. But in the first round, they go offense. They go with a protector. They go with Quentin Nelson, who could arguably be the best player in this draft. The best player. And Quentin Nelson is a dog. But my thing is, the Indianapolis Colts have bigger fish to fry than offense. They got to focus on that defense because the defense was horrendous. Also, noticeable picks. In the 6th round, I got DeShaun Kane, wide receiver from Clemson, but he got hurt this year, last game, towards ACL, so he is already out for the season. So offensive woes, defensive woes for these guys. My thing is, if you're a Colts fan, it's got to suck that they're relying on young core players, from the linebackers to the linemen to receivers to defensive backs. They're relying on young guys to lead this team, and I don't think Andrew Luck, his presence is enough. When you're gone almost 2 years from football, it's just not going to feel the same. It's going to take time to get into a rhythm. And I think the way the NFL goes these days, Andrew Luck needs more time. Now, I hope he comes out guns blazing. And they can score 28 points per game all they want. But they did nothing to make that defense better. And they will give up 30 a game. And, I have them going 5-11. Not looking good for the Colts. They got to change something up now and focus on defense. Because when right, if they get a defense in that dome with Andrew Luck at 100%, they're a tough team to beat. They made the playoffs 3 years in a row, his first 3 years. Now they missed 2 years straight. And Andrew Luck, you're gonna need more than just Andrew Luck for the Colts to put damage on the AFC South. So a recap: Jaguars 11-5, staying strong, AFC South winners in my opinion. Houston Texans 10-6, Tennessee Titans 8-8, and the Colts 5-11 to round it off. I do think the Texans and the Jaguars could flip-flop who was the better team. We will find out this year. I'm so excited for it. So let me know in your comments, who is the best AFC South team right now? Who do you think will win the division out of the Jaguars and the Texans? Will the Titans surprise us? Let me know in your comments down below. And please like and subscribe to Uneducated Sports Talk and Uneducated Network, both on YouTube. So this is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton, and as always, sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.